You arrive in a new country with nothing, no family, no friends, no home, nothing at all. And then you were given a hotel room. You were even given 3 square meal a day. And they told you, this is your fresh start. For many asylum seekers, their dream is safety, opportunity, and hope of rebuilding themselves, their life, and the family back home in Africa. But for one man, Kabatu, an Ethiopian asylum seeker, that fresh start turned into a nightmare. His action didn't just ruin his own life, they sparked protests across the UK, divided community, and dragged even innocent migrants into chaos. What did he do? I'll tell you. This is the story of how one man's ghost life in exile turned into national scandal in the UK. Now, let me gist you properly so that you go farabale and listen to my gist. And if you're ready, Moku Benusi Mike. Kabatu was 38 years old when he arrived in the UK by a small boat. This small boat, you understand? Back home in Ethiopia, Kabatu claimed, say, na sport teacher na he be. And you go expect, say, sport teacher, he go focus on rebuilding wherever he go, right? But just days after being placed in asylum housing at the Bel Air Hotel, his behavior suddenly just changed. And Kabatu went completely off track. You know, saying as sport teacher now, he went off track completely. In court, the details came out clearly. Everybody now sabi say, now you even cause all this thing we talk about since. Kabatu suddenly approached 2 teenage girls, telling them he wanted to have a baby with each one of them. He even tried to kiss them. He even tried also to put his hand on their thigh and stroke their hair. Shocking, right? Because if they do am to your pikin, Mr. Kabatu, I'm sure you go fariga. If they do am to your wife, I'm sure you will carry mana, you go to chase that person. Especially, from the tribe where you say you waka come, isn't it? And Mr. Kabatu didn't stop there at all. He even went as far as harassing an adult woman too. He tried to kiss this woman, tried to put his hand on her leg and calling her pretty baby, pretty baby, pretty baby. Now, imagine how the community reacted when this whole thing, where we say Mr. Kabatu, where we say he did, it came out to the public. Imagine how they reacted. Because this wasn't just a hidden crime at all. The moment the news spread like this outside, people pour out in the streets. They were doing what? They were protesting. In Epping, where it happens, people came out. In Hanley, people came out. In Stock-on-Trent and even beyond, people, they came outside. In fact, they even go in front of the hostel where we say they kept all those asylum seekers. The atmosphere suddenly exploded because on one side, you see protesters carrying the sign, hand off our kids. On the other side, you see counter protesters shouting, refugees are welcome, refugees are welcome. One man's action had lit a fire that spread across the whole UK. And this was the man that started the whole brouhaha here. And even the judge noticed it. The judge said at the sentence period, the judge Christopher William told Kabatu, and he said, I have no doubt you couldn't have anticipated that your behavior as an asylum seeker would cause such a response from the public. But it did. It caused mass demonstration and fear that our children in the UK are no longer safe. In the end, Kabatu was found guilty of 5 offences. Waiting be sexual assault, attempted sexual assault, inciting a and harassment. He got 12 months in prison. Now the summer give Mr. Kabatu. But here's the kicker. Under UK immigration law, anyone convicted and sentenced up to 12 months or more must face deportation back straight to where they come from. So after the prison times, he will likely be removed from the UK straight back to Ethiopia. Now, let me match break, make a pause here, because there's something deeper which I want you guys to know. Kabatu's lawyer actually told the court that, He himself, that is Mr. Kabatu, wanted to be deported fast back to Ethiopia. Even before the trial end, he don't tell the lawyer, say he want to go back to Ethiopia. Almost like he knew there was no going back for him. But while he waits, other asylum seekers, people who have done nothing wrong, are now suffering the backlash of his action. Families, children, women, all facing hostility from protesters who now see them as a threat to that society. The probation officer who interviewed Mr. Kabatu said, that Mr. Kabatu, now one manipulative man, that when he asked him about the crime, that Mr. Kabatu suddenly pretended, say, he know they understand English, he know they speak English at all. But when it comes to pretty baby, you sabi speak pre English that time. Or he even talk, say, mental health, he dey worry am. Say he get mental issues, say, skan, not the worry am. But the officer didn't buy it at all. The officer said Mr. Kabatu was trying to make excuse just to manipulate the whole case. So, what's the lesson here? One family's selfish behavior can damage thousands of innocent lives. For diaspora community, we know the pains very, very well. When one Africans abroad makes headline for the wrong reasons, the whole community feels it. Suspicion, stigma, side eye. They don't just see Mr. Kabatu, they see all of us in the diaspora as one. And that is the danger part. And the saddest part, Kabatu's so-called shame wasn't about the woman he targeted. It wasn't about the harm he caused. His shame was only about how his actions were exposed to the public. So, here's the reality. Kabatu came to the UK seeking safety, but instead of building, he destroyed. Instead of blending in, he stood out for the worst reason. And now, instead of a second chance, he'll leave with a criminal record, and deportation will be in case. And a foreign row will go to eat him when he reach Ethiopia. But the protest, the mistrust, the debate about asylum and immigration, those will echo beyond the 12 months of being in jail. My people, this is a reminder. Abroad, your behavior isn't just about you. It's about your family. It's about your community. It's about your country. Our wrong step, like this, and the shadow will fall straight on every one of us. That is my gist, though. I don't know, maybe the gist, maybe it makes sense to you or not. But please and please, because if the gist makes sense to you, help me also to turn on that your notification bell when we say they there. So anytime we say I carry such gist come, at least you'll be the first person to be notified. And at the same time, please, if you want to join our WhatsApp group, and also if you have a story that you want to share with me, please, the link is in the description there. And also don't forget to subscribe to AfricanBlackGoldTV, where we report African matters in the diaspora. And this is where we educate our people of what happened in the diaspora as well. Till I see you guys in the next video, please subscribe.